Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. I've been using a certain service that everybody in the chat room at live.pirillo.com is also pretty intimate with. It's Ustream.tv, which is a web service that allows you to stream live video over the internets. And Ponzi says that it's changed our life for better or for worse, which, yeah, I think that was in our wedding vows, though, wasn't it?
I'm coming back with a butcher knife.
My wife is off camera. I don't know. Why didn't she come over here, babe? People. Okay, wait. Hang on. Chat room. Do you want to see Ponzi on camera before we start the interview with Tim?
How many people want to see Ponzi?
Throw your hands in the air.
2 people is too much in the video.
It's not too much in the video. Yes, we got.
At least come say hi.
We'll come say hi.
There we go. Fine. We got one yes, and I'm sure the others are trickling in.
Hi, everybody.
There we go.
Hey, all right.
I think chat maybe. There we go. See, now it must have been stuck. I think chat was stuck because all of a sudden we got like 17 different posts in there. I think we're overloading chat right now, Tim. This is Tim Villanueva from Ustream.tv, and he's the CTO, which means Chief Technological Officer.
That's right.
So you're the geek in charge?
That's right.
So you basically make all the software and hardware decisions for the company? He's getting... You gotta understand. Right now, the same thing happened to Chris Ye. I know. He's not used to geek overload here. Totally. So of course everyone knows my setup. I've got the chat and the preview window on my big Panasonic
right over here. We're seeing the whole
plasma, and so Tim is literally inches away from this gigantic chat room that's scrolling up a mile a minute.
Right,
so I'm talking to him, but he's gone. He's already in the chat room. So here's instead of me interviewing and asking him questions, of course I've got questions. Ponzi's got questions, and we've had conversations. But does anybody in IRC land, IRC land, have any questions for Tim specifically related to live video or Ustream in general? I mean, this is to me, Ustream really changed a lot of my workflow with media production because it enabled me to communicate instantly with the audience and get immediate feedback, kind of like what we're doing right now. So Zoomrix has got a question. What plans for future, Tim?
So Zoomrix, we can't talk a lot of detail about the future, but what I can tell you is we want to hear more from you guys. We've heard a lot. We hear a lot from Chris and others. So we have several really interesting things on the roadmap that has come directly from our community. And I encourage you guys, feel free to email me directly at tim@ustream.tv because I just love to get your guys' feedback and requests. And we ultimately are here to serve you guys, so we want to do what the things that our community feels are important.
Someone was just asking.
I can't keep up with all these questions.
Trust, it's an art. Someone was asking specifically about an API and or RSS, which kind of falls in line with what you're hoping to do.
That's right. I mean, we've had some discussion about that. So what I was telling Chris is, again, can't go into details now, but we are big believers in open, big believers in allowing folks to do what they want to do. So you expect to see us do a lot along those lines.
The Web 2.0 green control bar kind of sucks. Looks like someone spent a whole 30 seconds on it.
All right, Perseco, appreciate the comment, and I think there's a lot of things we can improve and are working on improving with regards to look and feel. I'm very passionate about that topic myself. Having been the original developer on Quicken for Windows, I'm a real strong believer in excellent user interface. So you can expect to see more from us along those lines.
There's one. How much bandwidth? Well, K-Tech is asking how much bandwidth do you use per month? And Ustream's only been around for just a few months, really.
Yeah, Ustream launched essentially in March, but didn't really hit the radar till the Web 2.0 conference, and that's when the growth started, and the growth has been pretty phenomenal, and certainly a challenge as well. So as we've been keeping up with that.
Big John Midland, people are awfully picky about a free site, and kudos there for that perspective. Some people forget that. Will you ever integrate some of the features of CamTwist into the actual app? Because most of us aren't on a Mac.
Yeah, that's a great question. And again, what I could tell you there is, and a lot of time spent with Chris as well as a lot of you. We know that there's some very important things you're asking for. So we're very passionate about getting the kinds of features that are going to make things more powerful for you. So I'm not trying to be too evasive, but we can't really talk about specifics of features that we're doing.
Well,
but we're fascinated, and by the way, we love the CamTwist guys as well as the Webcam X guys on the PC, and those guys are doing great stuff. They're doing great stuff. So yeah, Chris isn't such a fan, but we love to see people doing really interesting stuff out there, and we love to listen or learn from that as well, so we can give you the kind of direct control you want.
Well, I think there's certain things that desktop apps will always be able to do better than web apps, specifically like through Flash. But I think you've obviously seen the way some of the community are using CamTwist to like the way we're doing it here. Bawana's been pushing it a bit. And I think it'll come. It's just maturity of any application. Getting it out there is the hardest part. Right. Tim, are you working at all with Adobe to give Flash a usable audio codec and possibly a better video codec? And he's probably speaking directly to the Nelly Moser codec, which is impossible to break through.
That's the Nelly Moser is what is an issue on the FLVs, the recorded files, and of course we're aware of that. And
we figured out a way to do it. I mean,
there's ways, but our job is to make that easier for you guys. So we are. But the other issue is the actual codec for the live streaming, which is the Sorensen Spark codec, and Adobe, we are working with Adobe as well as a lot of players in the industry, so we can get the kind of experience you guys want. And so I think some good stuff's happening in those directions.
Will you ever release a desktop client for Ustream to sidestep Flash barriers and incompatibilities?
What I would say is we don't necessarily discount any possible solution. What we're going to look at is what's going to be the best way for us to apply our resources and time based on our users' needs, and so that's not out of the realm of possibility.
Big Freaky, how about the Java chat? Okay, let me answer this one. When I first stumbled upon Ustream, they were using a proprietary, or their kind of looks like a roll your own type of chat, and it was just painful. We, at least the Wild Ride guys, have had access to this Java applet that allows you to connect to IRC. Well, the beautiful thing is that we have all these IRC, people and bots and everything. We had this existing community, so we I think we really showed you what we were using, and then pretty soon Ustream was using it because it was the easiest way to facilitate an ongoing chat. That being said, some of the guy SC Thor in this chat room is actively developing a Flash version for IRC, and we hope to be able to deploy that relatively quickly. And that's generally speaking for us. And I don't know if Ustream is going a different direction, but we are aiming to get rid of Java in the web browser as soon as humanly possible.
That's a great quote right there.
What? Trying to get rid of Java in the browser? Dude, Java has always sucked. I don't care what people say. Java has always sucked. The idea was awesome, but I'm sorry, Flash beat you to it.
Now, someone asked how often I shave my head. I think that's an important one to answer.
Bawana, Tim, do you guys have? Wait. Yeah, wait. Are you going to answer that?
Which one?
The bald head shave thing.
Every day.
I'll shave my head if I can get 1,000 people in the chat room. I'll shave my head.
Oh ho ho! How long is that offer? How long is that offer valid?
Do that.
It ain't gonna happen tonight. We'll crash the server. There's no way.
How many weeks will you give me on that one?
Oh my God.
We gotta have it all at one time, watching. We have to have 1,000 people on the stream,
Guys,
not just chat.
I'm with
stream.
you. I'm with everyone out there. We got to make this happen.
1,000. I'll shave, and then I will shave my head live on camera. I've done it before.
Yes.
I had to do it when I dyed my hair.
It's gonna happen, guys. We're gonna do this.
But Bawana said, "Not right now. Don't put it on Dig right now." Okay, it's not going to do any good. See,
not
here's another
today.
problem.
We'll plan this well.
I can't create a permalink here. I've only got one permalink, so you can only dig a link once, and it's not going to do any good.
Are you going to shave it live too?
Yeah, if I get 1,000 people watching the stream, yeah, I'll shave it live.
Have you seen him sit and shave in front of the freaking camera?
So
I think I've seen that. Yeah.
Wait. Okay, so Bawana had a question, not to sidestep.
Yeah. What was Bawana's question?
He was asking if you were looking at what Microsoft has done with Popfly with APIs and stuff, and are you looking at how Ustream might be fitting within that? And have you seen the demo that I've done of Popfly before?
I don't think I've seen your demo. No.
Okay, it's essentially, and just for clarification's sake, it's a web site that Microsoft has built as like a place where people can make mashups without being developers. So, you know, kind of like what front page was to web development.
Yeah, I've
like
seen it. It's drag and drop.
Yeah. And I mean, you just need a modicum of logic, and you can figure it out.
Right.
So I think what Bawana is asking is specific from Bawana.tv is asking, or Apollo, Adobe's platform, somewhat comparable to Silverlight from Microsoft. Are you looking at how Ustream fits into that picture? And I think that might tie into the earlier question about APIs and opening up and talking and that kind of realm.
Yeah, and you know,
you can't say anything.
Well, what I can say is where our commitment is, and our commitment is to openness. So we are very, very eager to help our users be able to create, you know, like live.pirillo.com. Like, you know, we have people today doing mashups that are really interesting for completely different reasons.
Well, my commitment is to the curls. No.
Oh, she's still really worried about them shaving the head.
Hun, we actually lost viewers when I mentioned that, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Don't shave your hair off.
What are
Ekim. There's various parts.
Wait, what's his question? Repeat his question.
Is what if the API, you know, fundamentally we can do most of what we want to offer you guys leveraging standards that'll be very easy to integrate. That's what I can say.
Fair enough. That's as much as you can say. You gotta love. Well, see, honestly though, you know,
shaved.
I know you've got to keep your plans kind of secret, and that's fine. But it seems to me anymore with the web and software is that it's kind of the first one out the gate that really gets the attention. And I've seen so many companies not do well because they held on too long waiting for something absolutely perfect. So if Ustream had sat on their technology even a week or two longer, you may have
That's right.
I may not have seen it if Chris Ye had not emailed me 2 weeks before I really started using it. It would not have even been close to on my radar. I don't even think Scoble would have drawn a lot of attention to it because I would have swept it away as an idea like Justin TV. And Justin TV is interesting on one level from entertainment. But Ustream really takes that and lets people be creative with the way they want to stream or the way they want to play live. And that's that's at least that's my perspective. So the sooner you get something out there, the better. So it's less about the stuff that you're working on, more about the stuff that you're able to turn around quicker and quicker.
Absolutely.
So hopefully we'll see that soon, guys. Sorry, I'm just like Justin TV has no staying power. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, people are attracted to entertainment and entertaining people. A lot of women won't like it if you shave your head, but they get made.
It's supposed to be mad.
Oh, mad if you. Yeah, sometimes you have to retranslate a lot of these typos. How does Ustream make money? That's a good one, Freaky.
Freaky. How does Ustream make money? Today we don't. Today we're a free service, and we'll be introducing. Actually, what we want to do is introduce ways not just for us to make money, but for us and our users to make money together.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how to accommodate sponsors in videos, which everyone's kind of seen to a limited degree of success. But I think what has been more impactful to me being able to turn to someone for sponsorship is showing them that how many of you guys, I know at least 3 or 4 people that went out and bought second monitors based on the fact that I got 2 of them here. Whether they bought a 30-inch or whether they bought a 17-inch, it doesn't matter. They bought a second monitor based off of seeing this stuff.
Yeah. Linda asks, are we going to start charging for the Ustream service? Linda, will always make it so that our community can use Ustream for free, but we will be introducing monetization models for that. We are a business, and for us to continue to provide the overall service that we provide most of you for free, we'll also have to introduce revenue models.
Which I'm very happy to hear. I'm very happy to hear that. I think I always take a web service more seriously if they get you in one way. No, it's not doublespeak. It's if what you're getting out of it is worth the money, then you should pay the money. It's like when, and I mentioned this in videos before, so I'm sure I'm repeating myself. when someone develops an application that's worth paying for, whether they're charging for it or not, I pay them because they put time, energy, and blood, sweat, and tears into something that I'm getting a value out of. That's why I sent money to Steve Green, the guy who created CamTwist. It's like, dude, this is really, really good. It's enabling me to do the things that I want to do.
Yep.
And you're listening to feedback. That's validating. So, there's a difference between being, here comes the developer rant. No, I'm not. That's a completely different rant. This is more of a rant of, don't expect everything for free. And certainly if it's something that you enjoy and you appreciate, I ranted about developers and users earlier, and I don't think it got recorded. But it was a pretty good one. Everyone seemed to enjoy it. I'll have to record it at some point in the future. For the people who saw that, that was a really good rant. Yeah, I'm passionate about that kind of stuff, but I'm just as passionate about paying people and services for the time and what they give you. If you're getting that much out of it, of what they're asking for, you're dumb not to support that if you're not able to balance the model in other ways. I don't know how else I can explain that.
No, I agree.
If they're bringing more value to the table than you could bring yourself, then you owe it to them to support them in ways that they're expecting.
So Linda's asking whether she's going to have to pay to watch your stream.
No, you'd be dumb, right? You'd be dumb to do that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Certainly not. Certainly not, Linda. You will not have to pay to watch.
See, I wouldn't have let him out of the room without agreeing with me on that one. Tim, what about multicast? Is that going to finally get in the mainstream, or does it just not work? Or alternatives bandwidth for 5 feeds can easily saturate low-end broadband. That's true, because even I'm thinking about upgrading my... I've got a Comcrap cable subscription. Did I say Comcrap?
You did.
Sorry. Well, I've lost them as a sponsor. I'm going to have to upgrade from home to likely the business edition because they have a higher upload speed. I think this is like, I don't know if it's 256 up or 512 up, but I think I get upgraded to like 700 up or something around there. Bet more than what I've got now.
Yeah, you need to get a T3 into the house.
You know what? Hey, if I find the sponsor and I'll drop a T1, T3, OC3, I'll get it right to the door.
That's right.
It's not going to happen.
That's right. There were some other questions, and I wasn't able to catch up.
Oh, well, then repeat your questions.
I think one is, are we going to improve the search? Was that the question?
Search in what way?
Yeah, chance for improved and less confusing search system. I assume you mean just to find content on the site and find interesting streams. Is that correct? So, I'm not. Well, I'll just answer either way, which is. Okay. You searched for Leo Laporte and found nothing. Yeah, see what happened there.
Search sucks.
So fundamentally, the answer is yes.
Well, but it's more for you of the serendipity of when you're watching a live stream instead of someone actively searching for something. I mean,
right.
They may, but it's being able to pass them along to something that's related that.
Yeah. So what we're doing a lot of work and work on is exactly what Chris just said. And again, love to get your feedback. But how we actually make this an experience that's seamless for you guys. So it's not this I've got to go and dig and search, but ways that stuff that is going to be interesting to you becomes much more available to you directly. But I agree with you in general. There's the just fundamental search, and we definitely are going to be improving that as well.
See, they're saying no search results for Leo Laporte. Honestly, if you want to find Leo, he's impossible not to find. But I think it's indicative of saying that a lot of the reason why search is broken is not because of the algorithm inside the search mechanism itself. It's more like, I know what I'm looking for, and you're not showing me what I'm looking for. And it's that translation that usually gets lost and where the tools have to get smarter. But that's also where community comes in. So, if someone's looking for something,
Pirillo
they'll ask in the
pants.
chat. What are they saying?
It's a go look for Pirillo pants.
Oh, God. It's still in beta. Ustream. That's what someone said. Tim, why do you have a streaming video company and no one streams? Brad did once.
I actually stream all the time. I stream myself playing guitar. But I think a better answer to your question is we are actually working on that to where we do a regular stream with the team so that you guys can
Team stream.
Give us feedback. Yeah, think of it as team stream. And we're anxious to do that. So be looking for that. We are definitely crushed, as you can imagine. We're all working really hard to make this thing work for you guys. But a big part of that is getting your feedback, so I'm very open to getting that from you guys. And you should see soon us doing this team stream where we get a chance to hear from you guys.
Tim, are you actively searching for partners for external APIs? I love what you've done with Blip TV and want more. You kind of did that because I was pushing you for it because I wanted an easy way of FTPing to the thing. I still haven't really used that though.
Oh, you don't use Blip? I use it all the time.
Well, I don't use the Blip transfer because we re-encode it into MP4.
Oh,
and
right,
upload
you're
that.
doing that, right. But yes, absolutely, CJ. We, as I said before, we're very much want to connect our users to all their services, so we are definitely looking at the various different APIs that we can write to. So the vision there is we expect to be able to allow you to access multiple services.
What about a way for users to build a screen so they could watch multiple streams without having to make their own HTML pages taking the embed code?
So build a screen so they could watch multiple streams down. Ah, I see. So
Mix
you
and
don't have to
match.
do your own
Right.
HTML embed codes. Yeah, it's a great idea. We've definitely thought about that.
Oh, Video Desk, which is like kind of what we're using at live.pirillo.com. Back to my Silverlight question. This one.
Don't know what the Silverlight question
Yeah.
is.
Well, if the question is are they looking at Silverlight? I think you guys are.
We're actively investigating all the various technologies and providers in the space, working with a lot of these people. Again, our commitment is to continue to innovate on this platform to both deliver scale and quality for you guys.
You said his name right, and I never can. Persico? He's asking...
Persico, do you see Ustream eventually expanding to allow people to stream live in-game footage like in Counter-Strike? People are already doing that today, quite a bit.
They are?
Yeah, there's people who broadcast Second Life. There's
Second
on
Life,
Sundays, every Sunday there's this group called Mob Rules Racing. I like it because I love racing. I actually go-kart race. And it's pretty cool because you can watch their feed is plugged directly into the stream, and so you can watch other people gaming. But we think there's some really interesting cases around things like World of Warcraft, Second Life, and we've seen some pretty interesting things happening already on the site. Deviants. I see.
Well, you'd need to just have an input into your system, and that's all it would take. Like a capture card or some kind of USB mechanism.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's some amount of hardware issue there to be able to do that as you're running Ustream.
Oh, there's Blue Fox. He's asking about
Hey, Blue
chat.
Fox.
I think we did. Multicam support. I've been pushing for that for a while too. Not just multicam support. This is what. Remember when I was telling you earlier what I want? What I was talking about downstairs when I was washing the cherries? And that wasn't a euphemism for anything. I was literally washing cherries. The could have been seen as a euphemism for something. Okay, so for camera switching, right? So instead of just local camera switching, I've got that camera connected.
Yep.
I don't just want to switch to that camera, but let's say I want to switch to Bawana's camera on my stream, or to Blue Fox's camera,
Right.
or CJ's camera, or the camera over here. So internet camera feed switching. Is that?
I think that's a great idea, Chris.
I love it.
Yeah. Now, look, guys, awesome ideas. Awesome ideas. We've heard these. We've heard them loud and clear, and we're definitely working on many of these things we've talked about today.
It's good.
Not all of
Well,
them.
he's some of that user bin geek. Are you taking notes? I think they are. Or I think he is, and we'll be recording it so everybody at the Ustream.
I'm not taking notes, unfortunately, right now. But
How about a server-side branding scroller? I think. Well, we've kind of covered. I think they're working on different widgets.
I'm feeling the pressure to leave so I can go get to work on some
All
more of
these
this
things.
stuff.
I don't know. Well, I think ask a few more questions, then we'll bring her to a close. Don't leave. Yeah, they say that now. Ask Chris Ye. He got sucked into this when we got attacked by the
What's
face
that?
punchers. We're not done with this one yet. What about custom color themes for Ustream Flash?
Yeah, those are good ideas. You know what? I am definitely And you guys have my email address, so you can hold me accountable to a couple things, and feel free to do so. One is a regular broadcast from the team, so you can send me some email. Please don't spam me. And the other is that we need to have, and we actually have desired to do this, literally it's just been an issue of time and resources, is getting a forum up so you guys can express your ideas and we can capture those. So that is something we definitely desire to do.
Now, what you need to do is you need a feedback bot in the chat. Just write a feedback bot so that if someone wants to leave feedback, they don't have to go to the forum.
They can just do a chat.
They can do it.
feedback.
You can zeitgeist it. You get so that because they're there. They're save some time, energy. It's easy.
Yeah.
Hire bear. There you go. I've looked for a help channel since day one, a staff channel where new people can go for help. Yeah, Jira, I'm the closest. Chris is the closest one. This channel is the closest one. We might as well rename ourselves like Ustream support. Do you see what they're asking? They're asking for a live support.
Yeah. No, we understand. We are working on some how-tos for the website. In fact, specifically around like CamTwist and Webcam X.
And Brad saw me record the
I'll check it out and search it.
Cam Twist earlier.
Either one of these to drink. Are you guys thirsty?
I think he's about done.
Hey, we got over 100. Isn't that where we
No,
said Chris would
1,000
shave his
is what
head?
we said.
Wasn't it 100? I remember
No,
100.
you have a really bad memory then because it was 1,000.
Okay.
Would you like something to drink? We're out of Dr. Pepper. Diet Coke. So Diet Cherry Vanilla Dr. Pepper.
Wow, that's
or
like some pretty extravagant sodas.
7-Up Plus.
She tries them all.
That's terrific.
Or just plain water.
Plain water would be great. So what's happening in the chat?
Careful with that.
Do you have
glass, babe? What are you looking for?
do you do
Coaster? Don't worry
coasters?
about it. We were about.
Okay.
Well, I'm worried about that. I don't like
Glass.
that glass is really bad.
That glass is a great glass.
Hon, it's a great glass. Okay, fine. It doesn't sweat or whatever, but it has virtually no base, and you'll spill it.
No,
I say
he will not spill.
Okay, I'm just predicting
He's
it.
not
I'm just
Not
saying,
a bad
babe.
prediction with me, actually.
I'm just saying. I've done it
I was
before.
going to, but
Are we doing coffee?
What is that supposed to mean? No, I am not driving over there for an hour.
You have to drive?
No, we have coffee downstairs.
Oh, yeah, I'll make you cappuccino or a latte. Would you like a latte?
Wow.
Cappuccino?
Wow. Well, whatever Chris has.
It's a
on.
Tasimo.
No,
Shut up,
Tasimo.
Buana. Shut up.
Tasimo is
Shut up,
fine.
Buana.
What's he saying?
Shut up.
He will
What's
only drink
Buana
these
saying?
Because they know him
Spill
already.
on monitor.
'cause-
I love it.
Because we had earlier we were talking about coffee, and I said, Buana said, I have a Tasimo, but it's okay. And I said, kick him.
Tasimo is good.
I told him to kick him, and Lord Cat kicked Buana. It was kind of funny. So,
I like it.
so I know exactly what he's thinking.
Have you had a Tasimo before?
A what?
A Tasimo?
I don't even know
If
what
you're
it
not
is.
that picky, it's good.
It's good. It's a machine that makes the cappuccino.
Tim
And
Hortons.
then, no, it's not.
So it
It's
roasts the
Geneva.
coffee beans right there and
No, no.
I,
I'll have it. Sounds
I'd
great.
love to get some
Sure.
of that.
Yeah.
Though.
Cappuccino or
That'd be
latte?
great.
yeah.
Which
Yeah.
sugar? No sugar?
Do you do it with
Big-
milk or when you
It says
do
French-
milk. It's
Okay.
sugar.
French press is
I actually
dead.
can't have a lot of
Espresso?
milk, so I'll have
Oh, okay.
the cappuccino.
The French press is dead. The bottle got cracked there. The top, the lip got cracked. All we have is the regular old coffee machine, and we don't have grounded.
So you can just have a Tasimo because I don't want to make a.
They're talking coffee right now, guys.
That's normal. They know it.
I want. Okay, fine. Then just like a regular espresso.
Pixie
then.
wants to know what those strange lights
Oh
are.
no no no
flashing
no
at the
no!
top
The
of the
Pixies
video.
are bot. Someone asked what is Tix.
Oh, I see. Nice.
See?
So anytime it sees that,
Yeah,
we'll answer.
it's the same. Just like
Saves
Doria.
you some time.
Yeah, that's all right. What is monitor? There we go. There's another one. What is
Oh,
dogs?
so they're like.
Tim, last question. Are
Where's
you
the last
hiring, and do you have an employer matched 401k?
Insurgent, if you're interested, send me
If
an
he's
email.
interested.
If you're interesting, you got to be interesting, and you have to be interested. So send me an email, and I can give you more details. Yes, we're hiring.
Cool. Well, thanks, Tim. Appreciate all the work that you and the whole crew are doing over there. I think I send you guys, or at least one of you guys, an email. If not every day, then certainly several times a week. It's not worth. Sometimes if I get really frustrated, that's when you get an IM from me. This recording app is blah, 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 blah.
Well, we appreciate your feedback.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'd consider it feedback, more just like ranting from a madman.
It's feedback. We want to fix those things, and so it's all good.
Very cool.
It's all good.
Well, now
appreciate it.
you've jumped us, since we've been talking, you've jumped us 30 viewers. So apparently doing interviews is interesting. You know who we're going to be interviewing? If not tomorrow, then some point, I think this week, Al Lowe, the guy who developed Leisure Suit Larry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
That's
a
classic.
game-changing game.
It's a classic.
Game-changing game, absolutely.